She looks like she's probably an attorney.
All right, so we're here in downtown Sacramento with the temporary homeless camp that people came to find a place to sleep. Hey, the saga goes on, doesn't it?
Good. We need that camera.
Yeah, I'm here with it.
They just arrested David Moss.
All right.
David Moss, who's not homeless, who's just an advocate.
Yep.
So.
Okay, so where do you want me to go here? Just try to get in, or? All right. All right. Hey. Hang on a sec.
Okay, right now what we're doing is we're having the people wait out here. If you want to get your dinner, we have people already inside that are grabbing up their...
Sergeant Wong going.
Yeah, we're aware. Yeah, this is city property, and this portion back in here is private. Have you talked to them? Yes.
I'll let you talk to him because he's the main person.
Okay, because I spoke to the owner of this portion of the property.
Like I said, he's probably. I'm not trying to cut you off.
Could you ask him to tell me like to speak?
I'm just in the media, so.
Yeah, let me ask my sergeant. Kind of have to go up the chain, so we'll ask him and then find out if they'll come over.
The other thing's just going to go in the file.
This is Lieutenant Green, and he's the highest ranking person here.
See, that's odd. Okay. When we tried to have somebody arrested for trespassing and it wasn't posted, they wouldn't do it.
Well, she just left to go.
And now it's not posted. Well, the lawyers are claiming it's okay, so it's whatever works for them.
I got Chris Butcher coming and Josh.
My prayer is that every cop that's out here today be in the street with us by next year.
But they can be here as
Would you guys be able to make a little hole right here? We have some people coming out.
Okay. So, Garen, why don't you give me the scoop on what happened here? I'll get it on the internet.
I think they're dropping David Moss off somewhere. Yeah. We were notified by guests, homeless people, that their emergency shelter, Safe Ground, was being invaded by the police, and they were arresting people if they did not leave.
Did they have permission to be here?
I don't believe they did, but under a statute SB2, which is posted on the fence, it's not posted, doesn't say trespassing.
I see.
And so they decided that they were going to arrest people if they didn't leave.
And they arrested somebody today?
They arrested David Moss,
okay,
who was a homeless advocate.
I see. And then where do you think the people are going to go who are in here today? Then where are they going to go?
That's what we're asking. Where are they going to go?
So there's no legal place for them to stay tonight, right?
I don't see where this is illegal. It's not posted. In the past, I tried to attempt to have somebody arrested for trespassing, and they said because it wasn't posted, there was nothing they can do.
Well, obviously it's a game that everybody's playing, and hopefully we can end the game and have something with dignity happen here at some point.
Just stand there. We can't make you move. Sorry.
It's all right. All right.
You can't go in right now.
It's not posted, though. That's the thing. It's double standard.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, that's.
How you doing, Officer? John Ferris, iCare-America. We've been tracking each other for months out
here
in the tent city and things, and I've been working with Kunal Merchant, Chief of Staff, on some solutions to try to get people employed rather than just have them
that's a good idea.
Go from place to place. So do you know what's happening in terms of...
Great seeing you, Normie.
You know what's happening in terms of where people can go once they're taken out of this place? No ideas at all.
No, I don't. I have not checked with the county on whether there's vouchers still available, whether there's empty shelter space. So
it's all closed down.
Well, no, it's not all closed down. There's shelters still active.
No, the shelters are full.
Well, do you know that for a fact? Because on any given day,
just talked to Sister Libby.
I know, but Sister Libby at times has said they're full.
I don't want to argue. All I'm saying is, do you know of any other places where people might be able to stay?
I don't know. Does Loaves and Fishes have a bedding? No. Why is that? Do you know?
I don't think people care.
What do you mean people don't care?
I don't think people care enough to be able to...
No, I mean, why doesn't Loaves and Fishes... I'm just talking... I know you're recording, but I'm kind of curious because
Loaves and Fishes works on donations.
Uh-huh.
Donations come from the community.
Right.
Unless there's some immediate threat to the community or it gets really exacerbated in the news, people don't make contributions, they don't give. They go on with their daily lives. And pretty much the homeless is an invisible issue, and people don't really want to know about those kinds of things.
Sure.
That's why there's not more beds, is because there's not the donations.
Right.
And the city and the county are not, don't have the kind of leadership necessary to step in and say, you know what, we need to do something for these people just to get them started so they can be responsible for their own lives. I'm a responsible citizen. I don't want to pay somebody else's bill, but I think we do need to have a place that people can go legally where they're not constantly harassed to then start working with them in a way that they can rehabilitate. But if you think about it, every night laying your head down and you're illegal, what's that going to do for your self-esteem? Let me ask you, what would that do for you if you didn't have a legal place?
I guess the issue is that it's not for the police to solve. Someone does have to address it, but the police department's not equipped to deal with social issues. Well, you're talking to me as a person wearing a camera and a microphone, so you're not talking to me as a person. I represent the Sacramento Police Department when I speak in uniform, and I'm telling you that this isn't a police issue. The police have to deal with it because the law's in place and the complaints that we get, but this is a social issue that needs to be dealt with by government officials, not the police department. And although many times media, people that record things, entities, community groups, activist groups in support, advocates for the homeless would like it to be a police homeless confrontation.
No, I don't want a confrontation.
Right.
I've been working.
No,
with,
not
you. Know what?
Not
I
you.
I was out there actually helping the police.
Sure.
Calm
not
people
you.
down.
But when I say they, I'm not talking about you specifically. There are many people that would like that to see that because it makes for better news. It makes for better coverage.
Yeah, well, I don't want to promote that.
The coverage that you say that draws donations. That's ultimately there are people within the groups that are advocating that are notifying the media because they want the exposure, and they want the exposure with police confronting homeless. You know, based on everything that we've gone through the last few months, that we do make an effort to work. We don't have the solution.
I know you do.
I don't have the solution.
You know what? If you had your own choice, maybe you'd be out here helping. I don't know, but you have a job to do. You're an officer. You're employed by the city, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you have a job to do, and you have to stand behind the badge and what you're up to. I have no problem with that.
Sure.
When you asked me a personal question about the donations,
right,
you stepped out of uniform for a moment and talked with me as a person.
Right. But
wait a minute. I responded back to you as a person.
Right.
And then what you did was you put the shield up.
No.
Now
I'm asking as an officer because I don't know enough about loaves and fishes.
Ask me as a person.
Well, I'm wearing a uniform. I'm employed right now by the Sacramento Police Department, okay? So I'm representing, when I speak, I represent the department, okay?
Right.
If you call me on my day off and I'm not in uniform in the role of a police officer, then I can speak to you otherwise.
You want to talk that way?
Well, not right now because I'm working.
No, can I get your phone number though, and I'll call you?
Well, but the problem is, if you ask me, as a spokesperson for the police department, really, I'm always speaking on behalf of the department.
Oh, so then
you
I
see
can't
what I'm saying?
talk to you. I can't talk to you.
I mean, realistically, I understand the social plight. I'm not heartless to it in any way, but I don't have the solution either.
No, I don't. I'm not asking you for the solution. I think really what I was doing is wanting to find out if you knew any legal place where people could be.
I don't. The answer would be I don't.
And when I answered you about the shelters, I was honest with you. There aren't any. And the donations, unless there's drama, officer, there's no donations.
But I've been told that by the organizations and the groups before where there's no beds, and I've called and they say, oh yeah, there was 4 beds available last night. Is there enough beds for everyone? No. But there have been times where people have said there's no beds, and I've called, and the night before there were beds. And I don't know because I haven't checked today.
You know what? I'm not going to do anything with that because to me that conversation is a moot point because there are over 1,500 people who are homeless.
Right.
Way too many people for the beds, whether
they're
free or not.
I agree.
Okay.